everybody, how's it going? We're just getting started good in the corn harvest. We actually started yesterday on Labor Day. We got the first farm done, so finally getting all the kinks worked out and getting a chance to make a video about corn harvest. We definitely had some problems getting started. We thought we had everything ready to go. Come to find out, we got a few things we didn't anticipate. First thing is during wheat harvest, the engine on our combine developed a leak on the rear main seal, and after wheat harvest, we shipped it up to the dealership to let them fix it because it involved pulling the engine out and all that. We just don't have the capability of pulling the engine out of this combine, so we let them fix it. And first thing we found out is after we run an hour or two in the field, got the engine good and hot, the oil good and hot, is that the leak is not fixed. We're still leaking out of the main seal, so you got to be careful. We don't have time to stop and get it fixed because you're looking at probably about 3 days or so of being down once they actually get the parts. So we're just going to have to be careful and make sure we keep the area clean because you got dripping oil on the side of the combine. It's going to attract dust, and you got the potential to have a pretty serious fire hazard. So we're just going to have to keep a close eye on it. Everything else has been working good, but just due to the corn this year, the conditions that it's been through, yields are all over the place. Just like this farm we're on now, and one end of the field, we get down in the bottom spot, we're looking at yields at 200 to 220 bushels per acre. But then you go on the other end of the field, on top of the knob, we're looking at about 90 to 100 bushels an acre. So we got a wide range in yields, and getting the combine set it's given me fits this year. I've never had this much problem setting the combine. We spent all of yesterday stopping and starting, changing this and changing that, and getting down and digging behind the combine, and it's just a lot of, when you got this line of conditions, it's just really tough to set the machine, and it's still not set exactly where I want it, but we kind of got a happy medium between capacity and the good spots of the field, and and getting good threshing in the lower spots of the field. Where there's good yields, we got nice, big, heavy, fat kernels, and then where we got low yields, we got smaller, lightweight kernels, and it just doesn't want to thresh real well. Or lighter kernels, you have the potential of blowing them out the back of the combine. So it's really been a struggle. Overall, the corn's doing about what I expected. The first farm actually did quite a bit better than what I would have thought. Second farm that we're on right now is not doing quite as good as what I thought. First farm averaged about 145 bushels an acre, which it's not a great yield, but for the type of ground that it was on, really thin, highly corrosive ground, it actually did pretty good. It surprised me. I wasn't expecting it to do quite that well. This farm that we're on now, it's only doing about 120. We spent all our time, it's an 83 acre field. We spent all our time so far chilling at the front part of the farm where it got even less rainfall. The back side of the farm got more rainfall, so it's doing better. Variety we're on right now is Pioneer 1077, and this is the first year we've ever seen this variety and ever planted it, so we've learned some things about it. It's definitely not a variety that needs to go on your thinner or drought prone soil, just because I don't think it's got the guts to really hold up yield when it encounters a lot of stress. However, in the better spots in the field, the yield on it is mind-blowing. The farm we were on yesterday, we got one little 4-acre bottom field, and down there in that bottom where it didn't run out of moisture, I mean, we were seeing yields like 240, 250, 260 down throughout the bottom. So it's definitely a variety that can yield, but it looks like we found out it needs to be placed on your better dirt. So definitely going to try it again next year. I'm just going to try it in different spots than what I tried it this year. But going back to yield, you know, here on this end of the county where we started, we got very, very little rain in July and the first half of August when, you know, right after pollination and the corn was setting grain and filling grain out. We just didn't get very much rain, and we also had hot temperatures of 95 to 97 degrees there for about 2 to 3 weeks. So we got good pollination, but we just did not get good grain fill on it. So you can't hit a home run every year, unfortunately. So, but what really stings is, you know, this farm's doing 120 bushels an acre, but you know, right now corn prices are about $3.50. Now we'll wind up selling it for more than that, but if we were delivering to the grader right now, we get anywhere from like $3.25 to $3.50 a bushel, and with as much as seed, fertilizer, and chemicals cost, you're just not going to pay the bills with this kind of yields at that kind of price. But that's why we spread our risk around with multiple crops, multiple varieties, because we know not every crop is going to be a high yielder every single year on every piece of ground. So we try to spread our risk around and make smart decisions. And it's proven well for us over the years. But haven't been on the combine since we got done with wheat harvest in June, and we spent the last several months really tending our crops, all our cotton, our soybeans, and our corn, trying to keep all the big weeds chopped out of them and killed. And it's good to be back in the combine and start putting some grain in the bin. Our grain tank is full. Got Kelly over here in the grain buggy, keeping the grain hauled away from the combine. We got Zach, he's in the grain truck, hauling all the grain back to our bins. Wish I had 3 hands. I could hold one of these cameras and give you a little bit. Give you some extra views here. I'm going to try and twist this one around a little bit. Maybe you see the tractor there. Twist this one around. There we go. That's a little better there. It looks kind of weird looking at it that way. So far we've cut over 10,000 bushels. Our first bin is about 25% filled up. Moisture is a lot drier than what I thought. When I checked the moisture last Friday, because really I was wanting to get started late last week. Moisture was running anywhere from 16 to 22%, depending on if you were in a good spot or a bad spot. So I decided to give the weekend to dry out, and apparently I didn't check the right spots, because on this farm we got moisture running about 13 to 15, which is a lot drier than what I want to see. Luckily, it looks like we're not losing much on the header, which is the biggest problem you face whenever you shell too dry of corn. So the header looks like it's doing pretty good, but we are losing weight. over them we got on our grain bins. It measures the moisture, temperature, and everything, and it actually turns the fans on and off. And we actually have the capability of adding moisture back to our grain. So looks like we'll use that feature a little bit this year. Check out my movable spout there. You see it? Oh, I'm digging this. We added this back this winter. You can tilt it up and down. It just makes loading the grain buggy or truck a lot easier if you can adjust the flow of grain. Because if you tell from the camera, but that auger is sticking out there a good long ways, and it's hard to tell exactly where you're dumping your grain or where the grain's going to go whenever it comes out. And we adjust this one back a little bit. Alright. Oh. Alarm hit the switch and cut everything off. Uh-oh. Our rotor didn't re-engage. Bear with me a second here. Normally in the past we haven't made videos like this. We try to make a lot more professional looking videos, but one of our biggest problems in getting videos made and uploaded has been fixed. If you watched our last video, you know that we made it primarily to test our upload speed, because we finally got true, and I mean really true, high-speed internet. So I made like a 10-minute video, I think it's about 3 gigabytes, and uploaded it, and it took all of 20 seconds to upload that video. It blew my mind. I didn't know something like that was possible. So one of the big holdups that we've been dealing with has been fixed. So hopefully now we got that roadblock out of the way, we can start making videos a little bit more frequently, and instead of doing mainly a specialized videos like harvest videos or how-to videos, you know, that really take a lot of time to put together and to edit, we can do a lot more of these kind of impromptu videos just to give you daily going on of what's happening on the farm. You know, videos that really don't take a whole lot of time to edit or put together. So I know some of y'all might only enjoy the other type of content, but we want to try and put out a wide range of content out there to really let people see what's going on our farm, enjoy the beauty of our farm, and learn about our farm. So total, let's see, we've done because we had such a slow day today, just trying to get this combine set. We haven't gotten across as many acres as I would like. We've probably done about 30 acres today. We got 40 acres, or we got 48 acres done yesterday. So about 78 acres done total, and we've got 500 acres of corn total. So got a little over 400 more acres to go, plus we got about 50 acres to custom harvest for a neighbor. We'll still be in this combine shelling corn for a few more days. As you can tell, this corn isn't the best looking corn, but up there on the front side of the farm, it looked even worse. We had a whole lot of tops broke out. This corn really struggled just because it got so hot and dry. The stalk basically cannibalized itself to try and put as much weight in the ear as possible, and it really hurt the stalk integrity. And up on the front part of the farm, it was even worse because it was even drier up there. So we had the remnants of Hurricane Laura come through, about a week and a half ago, and we didn't get high winds, but we got quite a bit of 20 to 25 mile an hour winds, and you put that together with the wet stalk from all the rain, and it makes for an ugly looking corn crop in a hurry. But it's mainly pretty much all the tops that was blown out, and by that point it really doesn't matter as long as the main part of the stalk holding the ear up is still left intact and standing up straight. We're good to go. And that's pretty much what you see here. The stalk's still there. It's pretty much the tops that are blown out and looking pretty ragged. Back on the other end, we were looking about 170, 180 bushel corn, and right now this corn is doing about 120 or so right here in this spot. 13% moisture. But hey, you win some, you lose some. I do know that as we change over into Madison County, they got an extra rain or two this summer. I know yields are going to pick up considerably. It's better ground over there. Plus they got that extra rain right at the right time. So I know yields are going to pick up considerably. I'm expecting overall, for this corn crop, we're probably going to average somewhere, I guess, ballpark 160, maybe 165 if we're lucky. Whereas last year we averaged almost 200 bushels an acre. But last year we had pretty much an ideal season for growing corn. This year we didn't have an ideal season. So hopefully, overall we'll at least break even on the corn. Maybe we'll make a few months. I do know for a fact that next year our corn acres are going to go down quite a bit. I'm losing about 25% of my ground next year. Some of the ground was put up for sale for development. Another farm, the landlord has decided he wants to try his hand at farming it again. So we're going to be down to about, unless we pick up any more ground this winter, we're going to be down to about 1,500 acres. So, and unless something really changes drastically with the corn price, corn's just not looking that profitable. Out of all the crops we grow, we can make more money with cotton or wheat, double crop soybeans. So we're going to try and keep our acreages and those crops up and really drop our corn acreage down. Anyway, just wanted to give you a little insight to what's going on in the farm and the beginning of corn harvest. We're just getting started. We got a long road ahead of us over the next 2.5 months as we get our corn done, and we'll swap over and get our full season soybeans out. And we got a whole lot of cotton out there this year. And, we got I'm really excited about the cotton crop. Don't know if it's going to be quite as good as last year, but I think it's really going to be good. I think it's going to be a special crop. After that, we got 500 acres of wheat to plant. We got 500 acres of double crop soybeans to cut. Plus, we got all our cover crops to drill. So we got a long 2.5 months in front of us. If we can get done by around the middle of November, I'll be really happy. So I'm sure we'll have some more videos along the way, and appreciate all of y'all watching, and stay tuned. If you like this content, be sure to hit the thumbs up button, and if you haven't already subscribed to our channel, I'd really appreciate it. Every little bit of support helps, and it gives us an idea of what kind of videos to do and what kind of content everybody wants us to see. So y'all take it easy, stay tuned, we'll be back.